Hello, all. Welcome back. Make sure you pour something up, relax, and enjoy the show. Tonight, we are going to be talking about how women enter their soft girl era and hearing what a man actually had to say. And then we'll be talking about the girl who ran into her boyfriend on his honeymoon. We'll have our co host introduce herself and then we'll get started.
Hi, girl. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Hi, everybody. It's Rose. Happy Taco Tuesday. How's everybody doing tonight?
I am doing great. I am. I have one of those days where you wake up late, so you all discombobulated, you upset that you late. Of course, you have, things to do. And then for the rest of the day, you feel like you're behind the whole day. It's my favorite thing to do. I love those kind of days. They're my favorite. So let's get into the show. On your way in, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And I apologize in advance. But the whole time we've been together, y'all know I got a whole drummer across the street. So ain't nothing I could do about that. Ooh, it's his senior year, and God, I can't wait till he go to college. Lord, let him go to college. Okay, let's get started. We'll play the first clip, and then we will come back with our opinion. So here we go.
These women never had an issue with dealing with men who were less fortunate or staying down with men who were going through hard times. The issue is they was dealing with bum ass men who were never going to get on their feet. They were never going to level up. And then the sad part is those one or two men that actually decided to level up, as soon as they got their money right, they decided to leave them for other women or other races. That's why these women don't want to take chances on you. And God forbid you're 35, 40, 45, 50. You are a waste of time. You failed a long time ago. Nobody's trying to sign up to keep struggling. And I know why they don't want to struggle, because they figure I leveled me up. I got my shit together. They want to be in their soft girl era. They want to be pampered. And it's not about money, but you so fucking broke, you can't even afford to pay attention. The thing that y'all don't know is that these women aren't hard up for money, and they're not even pressed for money. But you bum ass dudes can't even provide the things that are free: time, attention, orgasms, affection, a listening ear, patience, and so forth and so forth. My book, Complicationships, is available now. The link is in the bio.
Of course, I kept in his plug. If you use people's stuff, promote them and leave their stuff in there. Oh my God. So let's see. Um, hey,
Hi,
you. That's my little cousin Jessica. That's Rashad's sister. And hey, cousin.
hi, Hilda.
Oh, she wanted must be on the bullshit tonight. Okay, that's what she want to do. Everybody hit me up today and was like, "What is the topic about?" I was like, "What's that about? Y'all just want to talk shit." Like,
Right.
what kind of moon is it right now? Doesn't the moon change like,
Act a fool. Act a fool.
yeah, I'm for it. I'm for it. So tell me, Rose, what you think about his point of view.
I think everything he said was absolutely true. He left every single word that that man said was true. Every single word. Everything he said was true.
Why do you think so, Rose?
Because I won't say all women, because people like, not me, girl. So I'll say a lot of women that I know have did that. We always try to give men the benefit of the doubt and be like, they can do better. Let me help them X, Y, and Z. And it never happens. And then you end up being that person for the whole relationship until you break up. And women be tired of that. Like, you never have somebody you want somebody that's going to take care of you. And it don't even have to be financially. It could be spiritually, emotionally. But all those men are doing is take, 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 take. That's all they came to do in the first place, because they know 9 times out of 10, and it's really black women. I can't remember if he said black women, because it's black women. We're the ones that'll settle and get a man that's a fixer-upper and be like, I have faith in them. And then they just be on some bullshit. The white other races, none of them don't do that.
What take a man in when they're at their not best?
Lowest. When they at their lowest, and then,
They don't.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. They're never going to do that. But they'll take them when they're at their high. As soon as they leave, as soon as they, like he said, the ones that will level up, most of them, because we ain't gonna say all of them, most of them gonna leave you for the next one, and it's probably gonna be another race. And they take them in with open. Let me not cuss so early. Open arms.
Well, hell, he already cussed, so he done blew the time limit thing. I'm gonna just have to fight to strike him.
Yeah, okay. It's like they take them with open arms and let them fall below again and be back on hard times. They kicking their ass right the fuck out. Period. Point blank.
And they say it like it's regular language. Like, to your point, when other races are with a man, they pick out just think of a country club scene. Their parents have already determined my child is up here and yours is up here. We're going to put them together. But you let that family's anything fall or anything go away, and they will easily say, you no longer are equipped to have a family.
Right.
So let me take myself out of the equation, because provision, providing, and producing is what a man is supposed to do. Those are the 3 P's. For those, though, I agree with him. The Black community really has to stop promoting the struggle of, baby, listen.
Because that's some bull. That's some BS. It's always us. It's always the Black women that's supposed to do that. Be down for your man from day one. You supposed to be that Bonnie and that Clyde and all that. Girl, I will never do it again. Ever.
Do their piece.
If you don't,
man, I can't be your piece. You in your own way. You fighting your own demons, just like I had to fight through my own.
If you want me to go along with it,
listen, I can't do it. And provision to most women at this point, the ones of substance and that have validity, most women at this point, let's just do numbers, right? Numbers don't lie. In your friend groups, think about how many people are around you. And I was telling Twin earlier, how many of us moved out on our own? No, it was your regular money that you worked for. Right. No doing other stuff. Got your own apartment and ain't been back unless you wanted to go back. You didn't need to go back, but you stayed on your own. Now think about men. Most of them either moved in with a woman, stayed with their mom, had a roommate. Not very many have had a whole household and took care of it from beginning to end. Now let's fast forward to what age you typically get married now. Those other races get married out of high school and college. Their shit is set because the generation before them set some things in place for them. Our generation, how many of us is married? I think 4, something like that. And then the others have been married, and then the others have been in long-term relationships, but much later. So let me ask you this, Waldo. If I've been on my own since 20 something, and you come into my life at 30, what do you think I was doing in the middle of there? I met you on vacation. So, sir, I couldn't possibly need you for your money. So even if you're coming in with the perspective, you act like you don't need me. Well, I do. And I'm telling you what I need, and you're not giving me provision. You're not providing. I don't need a roof. You moved in with me. I don't need a roof. Or I moved in with you from my place. What I need is for you to care for me, for you to protect me, for you not to disrespect me in the streets, for me not to be on some damn vlog. Girl, vacation. They be meeting them on vacation. The stories I could tell, but they not mine to tell. Yeah, you meet them out at nice events. And then there's a subset of us that lost our whole damn minds. And it was because we were trained that way. We were trained to, you don't know what the Black man has on him. You don't know what their struggle is like. You need to be their peace. If they don't get it from you, they'll get it somewhere.
We'll get it from somewhere else, sir. Get it from somewhere else.
Well, you know how I feel. So all of those sayings, though, was told to us. Now I want y'all to think about how many sayings Black men have heard that promote us. Not that Black boys don't cry shit. That was your mama. What did they actually teach you to give provision to women? Where are those sayings at? Where's our sayings at? Because now we're in that same force with you. We're in the same force with you. So how does that work? You're not providing for me. Here's the other thing. You can't keep providing what you want to provide, what is comfortable to you, what you have been taught, and then expect me to receive it with open arms when I told you that half that list that you actually say is stressing you out. Don't you say it's stressing you out? When we relieve the stress and say, oh, half of that stuff, I don't need that. I just want you to show up. I just want you to be here. I just want you to do those things. Then we asking too much and we nagging. Nothing I ever do is good enough. You don't listen. Y'all don't appreciate shit. No, I don't appreciate shit. I appreciate presence. I appreciate, yeah, nobody wants shit. We just don't. But you want us to conform to every single thing that you want, everything that you need, plus healing your past. How is that okay? So who's the one really providing provision, protection, and producing? Because let's just be honest too. We left it up to y'all. These kids would die of hunger because you got some of y'all don't feed your kids. And they be shitting everywhere because you don't buy
women
diapers.
Nowadays, the women are the new men. No matter if a man want to hear that or not, the women are the new men. The women are the ones that take over the house, take over the household. They're the head of the household. They do everything.
I've seen women mowing lawns.
Yeah, men get mad at when women say that, but it's the truth, especially nowadays. They can't do nothing. But y'all want to be the head of the household. You can't, you don't even know how to turn the water off in the back of the toilet. You don't know how to reset the garbage disposal. You don't know how to do nothing.
If I were to have to start dating over, I don't think that I could do it. Not in today's age, because like I share with y'all a lot, my ex, he could fix anything. He also cooked. He's also really good with kids. And it's not the typical person that you would think would do that based on stereotypes. Those be the ones in real life. But others that I have dated after that or in between, they don't even know how to change. I have never gotten breaks in my life until of recent. How does that work? Breaks, y'all don't know how to do breaks, change a tire, change the oil. Hell, y'all don't even wash cars no more. Y'all don't even do the normal stuff and will pull your car up in my driveway and wash your car, but then won't wash my car, but using my water. Like, it's so selfish. I wonder, do they think? Do these men think when they speak? Because they all the time, what I keep hearing, women don't even cook no more. Nigga, I know.
Nothing that a man did back in the day.
Nothing. Nothing. It's a flood in the house and you calling me. Turn off the water behind the toilet, fool. Cut off the main line. How you don't know that, but girls know this kind of stuff.
And but then I say it's probably because we didn't live by ourselves for so many years. But then I was like, you can't make up no excuse for that. Because if I know it, you should know it too.
Because shouldn't they have lived on their own? I mean, they say that I'm an adult, I'm a leader, I'm the man. So you should experience some of the same things.
If you don't know how to do it, that's what Google is for, or YouTube. You can Google and YouTube everything now.
So let me tell you a secret. I still don't know how to work my car. So I was trying to pop the hood on my car. Listen, I'm a busy woman. I had to Google how to pop my hood. Then when I popped the hood, I was like, this don't look like the cars I'm used to seeing. What is this new shit? I couldn't even figure out how to put the thing on my battery. So what I do, I went back to Google and looked it up. Now you got to look up codes and all of that stuff. Point being, to your point, if everything is at our fingertips, how are you even comfortable as a man saying, I grew up where men didn't even say they didn't know. They rather fuck up your shit trying to figure it out because they wanted to provide, and that made them feel like men and their investment in the home. Theirs is more sporadic, but big, right? Somebody who could change something for plumbing. You just saved our family a lot of money, where me focusing on the kids more saved us money in daycare. Everything is not about money. It's not. And I don't understand. I don't. Some of these situations, I'll be in jail, as Q say. I'll be in jail. So let me tell you, speaking of men who don't do shit right. Rose. I broke it down, so don't get ahead of us. We're going to listen to the clip first, and then we're only going to comment on that clip. I'm helping you out. I'm trying to figure out a way to help Rose. Because she be knowing the whole story. So imagine you going on vacation with your girls. You get on the bus to go on an excursion. My man. He on his honeymoon.
Girl, I ain't even surprised.
How many times we got to tell the people, when you mess with somebody that is covered by God, that has that anointing on them, I don't care if you go to Barbados, you'll end up in a situation like that. God don't play about some people. Y'all better quit playing. So I'm going to play the first clip, and then we'll come back and talk about it. And Rosea's going to be good. She's going to cuss a lot, but I mean, it adds character to the show. That's why they be in the comments like, I like the other girl. Fuck y'all too. Okay.
I'm trying to work my mouth.
I'm like, like, dude, yeah, madam, we like the way you said it, but I like the other girl. Okay, that's why she's here. So let's play the clip.
Story time about how I went on a girls trip and I found out my ex that I was with for a year was on his honeymoon. So me and my homegirls ended up going on a girls trip, and I was in a relationship with this dude for about a year. Once we locked in, ain't no switching up. I love you, like, it's serious or whatever. So I go on a girls trip with my homegirls and we go to Mexico. Communicating, like, we not talking like that because I'm in a different country. Like, just FaceTimes in the morning, just our regular shit. The third day, I don't talk to him. Then whatever, I'm not tripping. He'll text me, he's probably in a work meeting. We're like the last hotel stop for them to pick up, y'all. While I walk on the bus, and when I walk on the bus, I see, like, it's this lady, she's sitting up, she's real pretty, she got curly hair, but like her dude is laying in her lap or whatever, I guess hungover from the night before, and this is what I'm overhearing. But he sleeps, so I'm just overhearing the story, but I'm in the back, like, I'm a couple rows back, me and my homegirls. We get to the excursion, y'all. Guess who the fuck sits up? Jason?
Oh, hell.
My man. So what would you do, Rose?
Girl, I'll be like, all right, y'all can turn the cameras on. Go on and turn the cameras off, because I know that I'm on punch. I go on and turn the cameras off. Like, I would really think that I was tripping. Like, I would be looking at my friends like, I know this ain't what I think I see. But my thing is, I don't think this is going over.
Okay.
If you knew that she was going on vacation and that's your boyfriend, you knew where she was going and everything. So, y'all going to the same exact place.
That is going to come up. So
okay,
he knew that she was going to Mexico.
And you knew that you was going to with your wife. But
you don't know which Mexico, which part, which place, which.
It's still super. I'm too nosy. I want to know what hotel, everything. Like, I need to know everything. But that's just me, because if anything happened,
I panic like that too. I want to know that. I want to know the room number, your flights.
It's no way that like, that's what I'm saying. Men are stupid. Girl, I'd have been like, I know I'm on punch. I know. Turn off the cameras, please. Y'all can turn them off now. Like, quit playing with me.
I think I would have been shocked too. I think I would have been shocked, like,
that loss of words. Like, I know this is not real. This isn't real.
I see how she stays seated on the ride over there, because I would have had to all of a sudden get up and walk to the front or something. I would have had to see, because when I get angry or my anxiety or anything like that, all I hear is a buzzing noise in my ear and I can't focus. So I don't see how she was able to stay calm and not say anything on the way there to her friends. While my friends were talking, I wouldn't be able to hear. I wouldn't. I'd have probably tried to call him. I'd have called him. I'd have called his mom.
But didn't she say she didn't see him until they got to the excursion and he set up?
No, remember she said when she walked by, she saw a man. She didn't know it was her
Yeah,
man.
she didn't know it was him because he was laying in the wife's lap. So she didn't
Okay.
see him until he set up because they were getting off.
Okay. Then that would explain that. Because I'm wondering, how did you pass? You passed by and kept walking? You didn't double back and look? That's weird. Okay. Well, let's play the next clip. So let me tell y'all, we gonna fast forward because he obviously, y'all know a cheating man can't be found in the middle of a park with nobody in it. Because they move like Spider-Man and vapors. You will never see them. So he got off, they never saw him again. She ended up meeting some guys, or they ended up meeting some guys on the excursion and being invited back to the same hotel. Of course, she pulled up Queen. By the way, she's from LA. Just gonna throw that out there. But she pulled up. They didn't come down. They didn't go to that party anymore. So now this is when they meet up because they do see each other before they leave. And she don't want to go to Mexican jail. Have anybody identified that this the same lady that we talked about that her boyfriend had a baby by her best friend?
This is the same lady?
Yes.
So is these stories true?
She put up. So apparently after maybe episode 9 or 10, she put up the text messages, the inboxes of him inboxing her during that time. And the first story she put
She
up
got
proof
all
too.
Lifetime series.
She's saying LA. Okay? Only in LA. Here we go.
So he grabs my arm and I'm like, get the fuck off of me. Let me go. And he like, let me explain. I'm like, so now let me ask a couple of fucking questions. If you knew I was coming to fucking Mexico, why the fuck would you come to Mexico? And he goes, her parents gifted us this and told they already had our bags packed and this is where they sent us. I never told him if we finalized on Cabo, if we finalized on Tulum. He just knew I was going to Mexico. So I wasn't going to get all my questions answered there because I'm so fucking mad. So as he's explaining to me all these things, like tears just running down my face. But I'm like, you know what? Because like, I can't fucking believe you at the end of the fucking day. Like, you're married. And that's all I keep saying is like, you're married. Like, he's still explaining, you're married. Like, are you married? He's still not trying to tell me like that he married. He's still not telling me this. But like, I'm looking at his finger. Like, I grab his wrist and I'm like, you have a ring on your finger. Like, Jason, like, you're married and you sitting in my face trying to manipulate me and gaslight me into thinking it's something that it's not. Fucking stalker, where's your wife? Where's your wife? Now I'm yelling, like, where's your wife? So now that I'm yelling, he like Destiny, and I'm like, you might want to get out of my face because it's going to go left. We depart in the terminals, and then I get on the flight, and a week later, there's a knock on.
So, given the fact that you have to make it out of Mexico, okay, would not be wise to do things there. What would you do? Remember when boyfriend women say, baby, I'd have flushed his head down that toilet. Why are you talking to me? Get away from me and don't touch me. The nerve to even walk up. Why do you do that too? Why you want to disrupt this girl? Leave her alone. She got enough on her. Why you want to go up to her at all to further upset her? Now she got to come out the bathroom and explain why she crying. I'd have start screaming rape. Just make them go to jail in the Mexico prison. So, what do you think happened when the door was knocked on? Well, let me tell you what happened. Of course, he apologized and is still trying to talk to her. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, let me explain. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But she did not let him explain. She went ahead and skipped over to the wife. The wife called her. Would you call her?
What I call the wife?
Mm-hmm. No, the wife called her. The wife called her because the wife started searching through stuff because of how he acted when he was getting off to go to the excursion. The wife somehow must have found out her name and everything, and they had a conversation, and he supposedly explained how they met and how he knew her. So then she called her. She called
So
Destiny,
what
the
was
wife.
your question?
Hmm?
What was your question?
Would you have called? If you were the wife, would you call?
No, because it ain't really up to. It's really not on the other girl. It's on your fucking raggedy ass husband. I hate when women try to call the other woman. It don't matter. You need to focus on your husband. That woman ain't made your husband cheat on you. There's no reason for you to call the other woman unless he keeps lying like it seemed like he did, and you just want to get some clarity, like really not coming at her in a bad space or nothing, and like I'm 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒆𝒅 wife. I just want to get some clarity on this situation. I'm not trying to come at you foul or anything. I just want to know X, Y, and Z. If that would be my only way I would call her, but I wouldn't call her on no bullshit at all.
Okay. Well, let's see how she called. Here we go.
Get there first. Because naturally, I'm not about to walk into no situation by myself without backup. So my cousins come with me. Duh. Yes, that was my sneaky link, but at the end of the day, like, that was my man, my man, my man. She comes, she sits down, and she introduces herself. She's like, hi, my name is Heather. I remember you in Mexico, and I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Talking to him, he told me that you guys met at a bar when he went out, when me and him were on a break. And it turned into something that he didn't expect. He told me that he'd been trying to break it off with you, but you would not allow him to. And that's why he told me in Mexico that you were delusional and you were crazy. Your husband's a clown. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary, and he was helping me pay all my bills. I didn't know anything about you. He never told me that he was on a break from anybody. He just was moving single. He is correct. It started off something that wasn't serious, because for the both of us, like, you know, it was something light and fun. Like, it was never meant to be that serious. But for him to call me delusional is insane, because Mama never gave delusion. This lady's like 10 years our senior. So now I'm like, let me understand something. You guys were on your honeymoon, correct? Because I still have not gotten all the answers from him that I need. We barely had any conversation because he's been blocked. So I'm like, you guys were on your honeymoon, correct? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, how long have you guys been together? She's like, well, we've been together for 10 years. Things were getting a little rocky because he had a baby on her. So she decided to put a stop to the wedding. So you knew Jason wasn't shit. So naturally, I'm like, hold on, because we can't just slide past this man having a baby. He has a baby because I'm under the impression that this man don't have any kids. In the midst of me trying to get answers for myself, I'm all in their business because she got all the tea. The baby is 1.5. What the fuck is this? That means you started dating me when your baby was barely 6 months old and you were engaged already? So I'm like, so he's just a serial cheater? She's like, yes, like I met him when he was 18 years old and I was 28.
So the wife wanted to meet up, and the wife was plentiful with information. First of all, let me tell you something. Mhm. Yeah, the wife. The wife is the one who's not supposed to be talking so much. She should be letting the other girl talk. Instead, you giving off your own ammunition. This not your home girl, little girl. What are you doing? That don't even make no sense. Especially for you to be older, you should know better. 10 years sounds crazy, and the baby should have been your cue to exit stage left.
And if y'all just got married, you can get it or not. Girl, bye. It ain't no way. He already had a baby on you.
Hey,
Now you
sis.
find out that he had a girlfriend on the side.
But here's my question. 18 and 28. Right. So you got a baby. You met him at your brother's high school when you was going to pick up your brother one day.
Yeah, she seemed desperate though. Like that's you a 28-year-old with an 18-year-old. It's nothing that they could do for you but have relations.
And it's even worse when it's in a reverse. So we talk about this when men do it. So, man, first of all, you're the P word that ends with 5. And then second, first, that might be why you kind of deal with fuck shit, because that's not a right person in the head anyways.
Yeah,
How
that's
you
all
that old? You supposed to be looking at 35-year-olds by that age. We're looking at
right.
35-year-olds. So what are you doing looking at a baby for? Like, I want to see what she looked like. She clearly must have had low self-esteem, because that doesn't make any sense at all. And then I was thinking, well, why would she get a divorce or an annulment? If she knew that he was a F boy all this time, you married him knowing what it was. So then my question is, why did you go through his social media and like find everybody or whatever? And what made you want to meet with this one? Why you didn't want to meet with the baby mama that he had the baby while y'all was together and you found out
Who's
he's
to say
still
that? But
fucking
who's
her?
to say that she didn't? She just going off of what she said. She probably see that she the most recent, or maybe she the
Oh,
one
you
that
said
he
who's to
even,
say she didn't meet with the baby mama too or request
yeah,
to?
and
You're
say
right.
it was a one night stand or something like that. She probably met with her because she going through the text messages after that and see like how they are. Like she said, we just had our 1 year anniversary. Like this ain't nothing. Me being delusional and all that. Your husband is a liar. So she probably seen all the text messages and did that. But girl, I would be getting an annulment so fast, girl.
So if it's been 10 years, I would definitely get an annulment. But if it's been 10 years and they got together at 18, then that means she is 38 now. So she is way out of bounds to be making a decision like this at 38 and he's 28. That literally don't make no sense. Y'all ain't had no kids in 10 years. So clearly you didn't lock yourself in. Something told you, or God was trying to protect your butt, and you still went on and married this man.
And he still did protect her because she still could leave. It ain't no ties or nothing. You still got the upper hand to leave. You still got the upper hand to leave.
Yeah. But
It
if
ain't no
she
way
been,
that I would say. It's not no way. It ain't no way. And he said her family gifted them they stuff. But who's to tell he a liar? So you just never know. But
that
when
part,
a
because they
man is
packed
in
your
his
bags and everything, and you didn't
exactly, I
know
ain't never
how they
heard
get your
that.
passports and everything. Like you
Right.
knew.
I would have been like, boy, quit lying. I think, and then I think not being on his side or nothing because a man that young, he ain't even got. He should be. She should know. Like a man that young, even to 28, they still trying to live their life. Let them explore and do all the stuff. Get that all out of
No,
their
for
system.
real.
Let them get that out of their system, and then maybe when he turned 30, he'll be ready to commit to one woman. But while he's 18 to 28, them is still his prime years. Why
Those
were
are
you even?
pivotal years for a man.
Yeah, why would you even
Mhm.
try to be with somebody that young
Mm-mm.
and think that they're gonna just be with you? You was already too old at 28. Our 28, we're
It's
above
very
that.
different than theirs. Like I
We're
said, she could have
way
been looking
more
at
advanced.
35. Right.
Yeah, we're way more advanced than a man that's the same age as us at
Yep.
28. All right, so it's like, what did you think an 18-year-old? You honestly thought that he was gonna be faithful to you? Like, so that's your bad, Heather.
Not Heather. Um, you would think that maybe she thought, oh, he got it out of his system. He's done cheating. Maybe she thought, so maybe she don't think right.
She
Maybe
don't got
she's
no
thinking
good
like,
friends.
he
She
had a
don't have
baby
no
on
good
me.
friends.
I'm finna one up her. Since she had the baby, then
I'm gonna be the wife.
I'm gonna be the wife.
She don't have no real friends because a real friend would have told her to leave him alone. Let's go find somebody else in our age bracket. Like, leave that little boy alone. Leave him alone.
Because he's still a little boy at 28. Because number one, you froze his growth because you're older than him. So he went from a mom to just a young mom because you could have a baby at 10. But I'm pretty sure you were motherly. You went from providing in a coddling space to providing in a sex space. You're doing the same thing, I'm sure, that his mother did now in your household, but now he gets to walk around and pretend like he grown and probably do
While he's
things he
still out
never
there,
could have done.
while he's still out there for the streets. Girl, if you don't hurry up and get an annulment, and if she don't get an annulment after that, she deserves everything else that he does to her. And she
Well,
don't get no annulment.
Let's see how that little encounter ended. Let's see.
So now he looking at me and he like, yes, this is my wife, Destiny. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you was never gonna tell me. Like, what's wrong with you? She telling me you got a baby. She telling me it's other bitches. She telling me all these things. She telling me y'all been together for 10 years. Before he even could answer, she was like, what the fuck you mean claiming me? And after she said that, she just went silent. Like, if I was him, I would have gave that bitch 50 feet. So the way I'm positioned, I'm not really worried because I'm not even on nothing with her, but we can absolutely fucking jump him. So I'm like, I don't even feel comfortable having no conversation with you in front of your wife. Cause look at your hand. You see that ring? You have a wife, Jason. Like, are you not understanding this? This lady standing right here, ma'am, that's your wife. So I'm telling him like, yeah, that baby that you was still begging me to keep 2 weeks ago via email, I sent it back to God. Because you're on bullshit. Like, why would I keep your baby and you're married? We could work it out. We could co-parent. Boy, fuck you. And I'm so sorry, Heather, I'm so sorry you got to hear all this, but time I could even like apologize to her. Like, she had already just swung her purse and hit him upside his head. We just slapped him. And like the slap was so loud, we all just got quiet and just looked. So after he walked out, like, that was the end of me and him. I'm not going to catch a case because that's exactly what will happen. Like, you keep playing in my face, I'm going to catch a case. But I had seen that, like, they were supposed to be getting a divorce because he was still fucking on his baby mama. At least that's what her Facebook status said. Like, even though, like, you know that this man's... Jason, you're a dog. You're dirty. You're dirty. 3 months later, like, I come home and there's, like, a edible arrangements bouquet with, like, a letter taped to it. And on the front it says, I'm so sorry.
I'm going to the store. Anybody want one? I got now laters. Anybody want one? Listen, let me tell you.
It's at a loss of words. So you pregnant too. So, ma'am, are you on birth control or something? If I was a wife, I would have caught a case. I would have been on snap because I would have did more than sling my purse at that nigga. I would have been fighting him. I'm hearing the girl say this stuff like she was pregnant too and sent the baby back to God. You begging her to keep the baby and you know that we're married?
You know that we're married. I found out technically on my honeymoon. We only a couple weeks in. And of that time you've given any second or minute to her. I don't understand. You should be eating, sleeping, breathing me.
And then you trifling and nasty. You out there having raw dog sex.
Just making babies. Everybody needs to get tested ASAP. Because what did the wife say? It wasn't just you. It was the baby mama. It was this person and this person. And that's only from that. Listen.
That's all that she know about.
That part.
Girl, bye. I'll be on the next episode, Lifetime episode. Lifetime. First 48 snapped. Pick what show you want to be on. You want to be on a Lifetime movie? Do you want to be on Snap? Or you want to be on First 48? Because one of them is gonna be me and you. So choose which one you want to be on.
So explain to me, sir, why you thought it would be a good idea for you to show up at that restaurant. Nothing about your presence is going to be good.
Men are dumb. They do stupid stuff. It's like
they was doing just fine.
They do stupid stuff. It's like, why do y'all do the stuff y'all do? That's why every day I'll be like, I wish I could be in a man's mind. You don't even got to give me a full day. Give me 12 hours.
I don't think I could do a full day.
Yeah, the stuff that they do, I really be wondering, like, what in your mind made you do this and think that it's okay? Like, I really want to understand. So him coming there, he probably thought he could calm everything down and still tell lies and all that. Sir, why are you here?
Let them stay out of woman business. Because clear they gave you enough time to talk, motherfucker. You didn't want to talk. So let them talk. And I'm sure that you Googled wherever it was, so you knew that they wouldn't act a fool there. You didn't get a call from them. She didn't tell you first. Clearly, she don't want your help. But it's very interesting that she probably don't like shit happening behind your back, huh? That shit don't feel good, do it?
Girl.
You don't want it to come out what you said. But say the shit with your whole chest 10 feet down or 10 toes down. Let me tell you why you should say it with your chest 10 toes down. Because you put it in writing, bitch. That doesn't even make any sense. You married me. I just found out on my honeymoon that in addition to this baby you just had, that I still married you and still move forward with you because apparently I love you. And then you go behind my back and you try to have any type of encounter with this woman and you put it in writing. Showing up at the house, that's one thing. But then even these days, that's not good because people have Ring cameras. So you can capture it there.
But at least the wife believed her, because it'd be a lot of women that would believe what that husband say. Oh, I tried to break it off and she delusional. And they will believe that husband. And you know that they lying. But you still, well, he said
Well,
that.
she can see the messages. I'm sure the messages really helped as well.
Right.
She can
Because
see the messages.
it's a lot of dummies out there too. It's a lot of dumb women that goes along with that.
Mm-hmm. And these days, it's just too easy. That's actually a good point, bro. With all the things that we have in writing these days, it's no reason for people to go off on people. If what you're saying is true, you know me, show me. If that's what really happened, then show me. If you can't show me, then leave me the hell alone. Because I'm not going to believe anything that you say over what I can see. You better have some defining moment you could tell me about. Otherwise, I'm not going to believe you. Because people too messy and it's too easy. Most people put things in writing. But me, I don't actually care who I send it to. Most things that I send 10 toes down, not giving a damn if somebody else saw it. But when it's somebody else's business or we having a conversation, those things I'd be really careful with so I don't accidentally send it to the wrong person. And it don't be my business. I can't explain that shit. So next week, no, next week. I was gonna try to do the other part on Thursday. But JoJo, as much as I love you, you can't stay on the topic sometimes. You just be needing too much information and it don't be that deep. Comment on the story. Let the people tell their story. So we will do it on Tuesday. But you can go look at the rest of it. We'll just talk about it. I always say where I got it from. It's on TikTok. And I put her name in the comments below as well. I always give the opportunity for the person to move ahead if they want to. Because I know I'll be like, yes, we are going to do this. I'll be on every day. Then life be life. Not my fault.
Right.
So in today's era, I want to go back to what the first dude said. Because with something that he said at the end, that's something that a bunch of us have been talking about lately, women. We've talked about the brackets of age and what you should be doing at those different ages. But we never really talked about what you should not be doing at those ages. We never really talked about that because I think that the same frame of mind that came from slavery, to love despite, love in the midst, make the best out of a bad situation, all of that was taught to us and it was our real life. And it has continued to us saying things like, if you meet this person and they're an amazing man or an amazing woman, just give them a chance. Let me tell you where the hard stop comes in. I was thinking about it. Y'all want to know my answer? I've been thinking lately. Not really good when I think. However, y'all might agree with me. Want to hear my answer, twin? So if the milk bunnies are getting together with their beau out of high school and college, they get them fresh, right? No dents in their resume, no nothing. If they don't meet the requirements, they don't move forward, right? So you can never have the opportunity to fall in love with people that you chop at the knees when they come to you because they ain't right. So then that will make the statement true. Because if I hang in there with you when things go bad, that means we went through all this good stuff.
Right.
and something happened to make it bad. Now that I agree. We have invested in each other. It's no way I'm leaving you because something goes wrong, depending on what it is. But if we stop falling in love with the wrong, don't just give them a chance. Let's don't say that anymore.
Don't at all. It
Mm,
ain't no giving no chances at our age.
mm,
At
mm,
our
mm.
age, ain't no more chances. We too old to give chances. You should already have everything going for yourself. Ain't no more giving chances.
I don't have it in my soul. I don't.
Ain't no more giving chances. Or y'all don't barely want to give us no chance.
Barely. What do you mean barely? Most of us that have given a man a chance, we went through hell in that relationship in some form or fashion that made us question who the fuck we was
Mm-hmm.
in real life. And only because we were loving or we didn't fit in an area. And here's the thing, I don't have anything wrong with you telling me where something that I do doesn't align with what you want. No problem there. My problem is don't compare me to somebody else. My
Mm.
problem is don't tell me what you won't do somebody else will do. I've never succumbed to that statement. That's never worked for me. We get things like that. That's not okay to treat somebody like that. From the time you start doing that, that's mental and psychological abuse because you're breaking that person down. Remember, we come from the same broken place. So those same traumas that I have, you have. We process them differently. And
Right.
if you come in telling me the things I've always heard because I was already told in advance I wasn't going to be good enough, but they don't say that about boys. Oh, he gonna be my strong man. Oh, he gonna be this. Y'all are talked to differently than the
Mm.
way girls are talked to. Girls is talked to much harder. Don't go out there and be no hoe. Don't go out there and do this. Make your mama proud. We're told a bunch of things that move through our life. And then when your man starts telling you that, especially one that you really low key be thinking off the top of your head, nigga, you wasn't even up to par when you came to the table. So how are you beating me down like this? And you still haven't even built a chair for this table that you
Right.
sit at. You mad because I made tacos again? Well, nigga, I wanted tacos. If you want something different, go make it. What are you yelling at me like this for? It be that kind of shit. It's more couples on Snap that's the reverse. It's usually the
Mm-hmm.
woman getting clank clank. You ever notice that? It'd be more, well, I won't say more. The stuff with the women just be more planned out and gruesome to me. The stuff with the men, it be the ones that's off their rocker, not the ones that's just selfish. They be off their rocker with the men.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. How do you plan on moving forward in dating in this society?
And you have to have your stuff together. Period. Point blank. I ain't no builder man and all that. Nothing. You gotta have
You
your
know
stuff.
about the builder?
No, I'm not about to build a man or nothing. I'm not about to boost your confidence because you don't got your shit together. You need to already have that shit together. And men think that women be trying to put them down by saying that, but it's not.
No,
Like, why
no.
do we have to suffer with y'all? Like, that shit is not fair. And you put everything on the woman. So, period, point blank, if going forward, you would just have to have your shit together. I'm not being no, I'm not, I don't give a fuck. You can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I don't care. If you don't got your shit together, don't say shit to me.
Because here's what you can do. Okay. So if I didn't have my stuff together, I think my focus would be more on having my stuff
But
together.
men
So
don't think like that. That's what
they
I said
don't.
that before.
Take that
To
time
me,
and go hard and
oh
focus
yeah.
on you.
Like, why won't you? I
Because all
think
y'all do is complain about us anyway. So don't take on an additional responsibility where you need to be a man if you're not equipped to be that man yet. You're only hurting yourself and frustrating yourself too. So just be friends with people,
it's
you know?
selfish. Yeah, you shouldn't even want to be in a relationship. If not saying that you have to provide for a woman financially, because long as you got your stuff together, y'all can do that together. Y'all can
Right,
take care of each other. But if you
right,
can't even provide for yourself, why the fuck are you trying to date anybody? Get your
right.
shit
Because you're coming
together
in with a
before you
deficit.
even.
You
Yeah,
coming
get
in feeling
your shit
insecure, and that shit comes out in how y'all treat us, man, because
together.
you're not comfortable with yourself. Anything that we say or your homeboy say or anybody say that sound like, well, I think they was trying to be funny. but they don't be. But that's because, and we're all like that. If you're in a position where you are not comfortable in any area, it could be weight, work, kids, school, friendships, anything, and somebody says something that's already in your brain where the devil is trying to ravel everything up, he'll place certain people in position to
Right.
say something. It could be small, it could be talking about a movie, and that
Mhm.
man will think that you're not really talking about a movie, you low key trying to squeeze it in. A woman will do the same thing. You know, you say, oh, that girl, she look nice, or they see you liking something on Instagram, they go way in. But a woman that's secure, she don't care if you liking sporadic pictures on Instagram or got a favorite model or um compliment a girl
Yeah, just
passing
long
by.
as you're not
Yeah,
being disrespectful. Like
yeah,
everybody have their little fantasies and all that, but long as
yeah.
you're not disrespectful, I'm not the type that's jealous like that.
I'm not. I'm not.
Because I
Because
understand. Oh,
it
you
is
do.
beautiful people. That would be dumb to act like, I don't see. Now here's where it gets to be the problem. Repetition of things. Also, don't get with somebody if that's not what you want. Because on the reverse, you're the bad person to me. I've always said that. The person that's bad is the one that's in control. Because if you're with me and you're consistently complimenting a girl that's light skinned with curly hair and super thin, if that's
Why
what
are
you're
you
always
with?
complimenting, then you don't like me. Why are you with me? Just as well, if I'm always talking about, oh, my friends, they went on a vacation, they man makes such and such. Girl, don't do that. If that's the life that you wanted, you should have went for that too, because you're actually going to slow that man down in making his progress by not being there for him. You're
Mhm.
contributing to his hurt space. Off top, most men are going to be vulnerable if they're not bringing to the table what they're proud to bring to the table. Doesn't have to be more. They have to be proud of it. If they're not, then you as well don't get with this man like, well, when I got with him, he said he was going to do this. Well, he didn't say he was going to be a millionaire overnight. Like, be with the person. That way you don't have to focus on that other stuff. And as long as they're progressing, bitch, how can you help them? How about that? You can help them in that space and help them as a friend too, not for what you're trying to get out of it. People selfish. Oh, they selfish.
I don't want to
Mm.
help nobody or nothing. I don't want to help nobody.
If I yes, you would. You just said it. You said that if they're already doing what they need to do, and then you
Oh,
need
if
to
they
like,
already doing what they need to do and
yeah,
all
and you
that,
building the
it
rest
is.
together.
But if they coming in needing help, no, sir. Go. That's what
No,
we have all these opportunities out in the community for. Go Google and get all the opportunity and help that you need there. They have programs and stuff for people like you.
indeed. Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Get
doing.
some therapy. Do all
Yeah,
the
and
things we did.
they don't. They not gonna get therapy either. A lot of men don't do that. They're not gonna get therapy because they think it's not gonna work. But in actuality, I think that it would really help them. And get it before you get in a relationship. So whatever them
Right.
childhood traumas that you didn't been through that you bring into your relationship and stuff, get all that stuff healed. Get healed before you go to somebody else and then put all that burden on them. Don't nobody want to deal with that shit. I'm
I
44
would
years
agree.
old. I don't want to deal with none of that. I'm trying to, like he said, live in my soft girl era. I don't want to. I don't want to hear that. I just want to be happy. I just
To
want to be
me,
happy.
again, why enter a space that you are not prepared for, knowing what comes
Because
with the
they're
title?
selfish. Because men are selfish.
But then why do they get mad when it don't work out and put it on us? It's not on us. You came
Yeah,
in a
you can't
deficit.
get like
You
this.
didn't catch up. You came in and you should have just stayed somebody that like stay in the talking or courting stage. That way you can just see each other. You can still build in that space. But no, y'all want to say stuff like, "Oh, I don't want nobody else. I just want to date you." Boom! Immediately in my head, because we got to talk about the way our brains work too. In my head, oh, now I have mine. This is mine. I have a protector now. I have somebody that when I
We go.
call and say
Yeah,
I have a problem, you should be feeling it. And then from that stage, if you move to a husband, it ain't another motherfucker I should call before you. You gotta be kidding me. And then you mad when, oh, you just mad because I can't meet your expectations. No, I'm just mad because you said you could when you got on one knee. You said you could when you asked me to be your girlfriend. Those are titles that matter.
but the only thing I would say with us, because the men are you, y'all can clearly see that f them. But I will say on our behalf, I feel like us, and I'll just say in everybody, like women as a whole, just nowadays, people don't know how to date anymore.
That's
And
why
that's,
everybody got mixed up.
yeah, that's why I think everything is so bad now. Like people don't know how to date. It's okay for you to date multiple men. That don't mean you got to have sex with them, but just it's
Absolutely.
okay for you to date. And I remember one time, it was probably when I was probably in my late 20s or early 30s, and I had put that post on my Facebook, and I was like, "What's the difference between dating and courting?" Like I really didn't know the difference. I felt like dating and courting was the same thing. So I'm
Okay.
like, what's the difference? And a guy came on there. He was like, dating is like you going to the store and trying on different clothes to see how you like it and the fit, if you like it. And then he was like, so that's dating. And once you feel like you like this fit or this outfit, then you go to courting. So once she said, once you're dating, he was like, when you're dating, you could date multiple people. But then when you start courting someone, you're with that person. You're exclusive. And I don't
Mhm.
think that we do that anymore. And I honestly think I don't think know if this is off the topic because I get off the topic real fast.
No,
I
this is
think
on
that
topic. How not to land in these particular
oh
positions.
okay. I think the
Mhm.
reason why a lot of women we get in these predicaments is because we don't know how to date because we have sex too fast. And I honestly think that that's the reason why I think that people be it's lust, it's lustful. You find
Absolutely. You
somebody,
want to get to the benefits, but not
yeah,
any of
you
the
see
hard work.
somebody you like,
Mhm.
and you see you see somebody that you like, and you like, oh, y'all talking on the phone, kikiing and all that, and y'all say he's saying the right things, you saying the right things, y'all going out all day, y'all drinking, hormones is high and all that, and y'all have sex. Once you have sex that fast, to
You just
me,
move that whole relationship
yes,
out
to
of order.
me, I felt like that's it. It's a wrap. Like you're not going to focus on get it to know if is this the right person for me or should I leave him alone? Like, do we really have things in common? Once you have sex, it's gone because y'all didn't pass the part that y'all supposed to do. I honestly think if people wait to have sex now, we wouldn't us as women because I'll blame it on us for being stupid. We wouldn't be in the predicaments that we are in. A man gonna be selfish anyway, so they gonna only do what we allow. But if
I agree.
we wouldn't let them go that far, and we know we're not gonna have sex, I want to get to know you. I want to see if we are a match or if we supposedly be together. If we equally oak, whatever they say in the
Right.
Bible.
Equally yoked. You're right.
Yeah. So that I think it's honestly, I kind of feel like it'd be our fault because we fall for the
It
okie doke.
is. It's
I,
definitely our fault
yeah, I think
because we're
that
moving too
nowadays,
fast too. Too many
yeah.
want the fairy tale, but if you could riddle
Mhm.
me this, name one fairy tale where the best part lasted the whole movie. The
None.
best
The
part was
fairy
at
tale
the
was only
end,
at the beginning. Yeah. That's
and
why I
at
said
the
it be
end.
that lust. It be that lust and all that. Oh, you
Mhm.
fine. You ooh, you doing all that. So it's according to
There's
that.
definitely a difference between courting and dating now. The dating pool is shifting from dating to just looking like hookup culture. Oh,
Hookups.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They have whole apps for it. Swipe left for this and swipe right for that. It's
And I
just
think that's what
disrespectful.
it is. So people that do have to still date that hope to get married like me, I still want to get married. Like even though I have had bad relationships, I still haven't let that get me bitter to where I
No,
feel like I don't want to get married. I still want to get married because I feel like
as you
everything
should.
that I went through is a learning lesson, and God
It
put you
is.
through stuff for a reason. You might not understand the reason that you're going through everything that you're going through, but you're going through it
Might.
for a reason, so you won't make that mistake before. So I still feel like my husband is out there now. Where he's at, I don't know. If I could put a tracking on him, like, sir, where are you? So I can know where you're at, so I can meet you at this location. Like, I'm ready.
Oh my God. So that is it for us tonight, guys. Narrow just made me think of what the next show is actually about. So the next show is about one night stands, and then the police need to be called because the girls flip out. So that's what the next show is going to be about. So I'm sure Rose will be tuning in because this shit is funny. I mean, like throwing bricks through windows, like for real.
Oh wow.
Had to call the police. Yes, like for real. Um, it's a couple of them from the police shows that I've been watching. I was like, are these women? And they look like this? Okay.
Girl,
So they was like, oh, you thought this was free. No, we go together with each other now.
We go together real
We
bad.
go together with
Real
each
bad.
other. Real bad. So that is it for tonight's show. Thank you for everybody who joined. Also, make sure that you subscribe on the way out if you have not. And then play this video before you go to sleep. But let me take it off lock first. I'm just saying. Thank you all. Rose, where can we find you tomorrow?
You guys can find me on Talk to Rose tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Okay, and congratulations on your 50th show.
I know
We
I
had
still
fun.
take it down probably in 2 weeks. Look, I'm gonna take it down probably in 2 weeks.
Right. Listen, I kept up June 19th for a while, so I can't say nothing. So that is it from us tonight, guys. I will see you back here on Thursday at 9:00 for Friday Eve. Good night.
Good night.